Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Daniel Mantilla y esto es Kinótico en San Sebastián, donde cada día estamos hablando con talento nacional e internacional, en colaboración siempre con Fred Film Radio. Estamos hoy con dos grandes talentos del cine francés como Nadia Terestzkiewicz, welcome.
Thank you.
Y ROBIN Campillo, also welcome. They speak English very well, so we are going to do it in English. Robin, I wanted to ask you, because this is a very personal story for you. When and how did you decide that it was the right time to tell it?
I think it was when I stopped, when I showed my previous film in Cannes, and I was with Gilles Marchand, who is a co-writer, and I told him that one day when I was young, I had this outfit of a female superhero, a child called Fantomette, and that I was in Madagascar and I went out on the military base with this outfit alone in the dark, and that was the best experience in my life. And he said to me that that's really crazy. Can we take something? Is there something out of it? And that's how it started. But because I didn't think that it would be some kind of film anyway.
Nadia, here you're playing kind of Robin's mother in a way. How was that exercise? Did you feel the pressure to do it right, to pay it an homage?
Well, of course, there is a sort of thing that is more than movies, which is to be, I don't know the word in English, but to be the importance of the part is really precious, and there is a sort of honor to give to the character. But then we talked so much, and we had this chance with Robin to exchange on his life and to have pictures and anecdotes and everything during a long time. That made that we had this background that did that we really knew our characters, and I feel that I had some link, you know, there was something that was more than just a character. So no, it's a beautiful experience.
Seguiremos hablando ahora mismo de La Isla Roja, pero vamos a ver un adelanto del Superviviente de Auschwitz, la película de Barry Levinson, que ya está en cines y podéis ir a ver. Volvemos en 20 segundos.
Me interesa su historia. Soy el superviviente de Auschwitz, pero nadie sabe cómo lo consiguió. La chica que dejé en mi país no sabe que estoy vivo. Quiero convertirte en una atracción. ¡Traidor! Necesito ganar.
No puedes, pero puedes.
Me interesa su historia. Soy el superviviente de Auschwitz, pero nadie sabe cómo lo consiguió. La chica que dejé en mi país no sabe que estoy vivo. Quiero convertirte en una atracción. ¡Traidor! Necesito ganar.
No puedes, pero puedes sobrevivir.
¿Merece la pena luchar por ella?
Estamos de nuevo con el equipo de La Isla Roja, que hemos tenido un pequeño problema técnico. And I was asking Robin if you let yourself have freedom in this story, because it's so personal, and also to give freedom to the actors.
You know, when I do the casting, I want to find actors who can be free in my film. I don't want to be the puppet master. I want them to exist by themselves. Of course, I can direct a lot, but I love them. I want to trust them. And you know, for me, it's not, of course, it's my personal history and my father, my mother, but I don't want, that doesn't exist because I don't know exactly how was my father and my mother at the time. So for me, it's important that the film become something else than the original project in the script. And I want them to create a mutation of my thought, of my work, and that helps me a lot. So the important thing is the metamorphosis, the mutation, because I understand more and more thanks to them, thanks to the locations, thanks to a lot of things, I understand what is my film. But it's not, I'm not a master of reality. I let the wind go through me and create something else.
Nadia, you have had 2 amazing years. What was the thing about this project that made you say, I have to do it, I have to do this movie with Robin?
Well, of course, because first, when I knew that I didn't even met him yet, I knew that I was doing a casting for him. I love his precedent movies, Eastern Boys and 120 BPM. So I was already honored to come because I know he's a great metteur en scène. best in France, that's for sure. And then I read the script, and I have to say that there are some things that are more than just shootings. It's souvenirs that you create, and I feel that one big part of my life on that year was linked to what we experienced. It was cut in many pieces, and there was like, it's this what I love in acting, is a kind of fiction life that you know that something is happening, and it's not just action, it's like a sort of story that we build without talking, and we know it's part of our life. And I love because it's like many lives in one. So no, I knew I wanted to go and the character also, this melancholy, the nostalgia she has, and at the same time she's before, like she's in 70, but she knows that one day she could have this independence. What it is to be a woman in last 60s with the military man, what it is, it was an amazing possibility to explore that and to travel to Madagascar.
Yes, that's cool.
This also, yeah, it was huge chance.
I have to ask you guys about King Gutierrez, because we feel a lot of pride watching him in the movie. How was working with him and thinking he was the right actor, even being Spanish?
Yes, I feel lucky to have found Nadia and Kim. And for Kim, I saw a lot of French actors. I saw all the French actors, and I searched for a Spanish, because my name is Campillo. I have Spanish origin, but I'm not Spanish at all, to be honest. And I like to work with foreign actors. So I decided to find an actor in Spain, and I looked at a lot of film on the internet, and I found this guy. And I loved him because he's a very technical actor. He's and he's a comedy actor. So he has a sense of rhythm, which is very interesting. And I was saying just before that it can be at the same time in a film by Pasolini, and it can be in a peplum, a film, Roman historical film, popular films. And for me, he has something of the 70s. He has something, and because of it, and because I chose a Spanish actor, the script became better, because he had this question of domination, and because he's not absolutely French, so he's part of colonialism, but he's also under the domination of the French, and even from his wife at some point. So it was very interesting. But I must say, and you can tell, it was a pleasure to work with him, because he's very professional, he's very friendly, and I love even the sensual relationship they had, because I wanted to create a scene on the beach which was like a 70s film, erotic scene, very prude but very beautiful, and I love them, and it was a pleasure to film them both. And yes, we were very happy with
We
them.
were very happy.
Our friends from filming like to ask, what was the film that changed your life and how?
I have a film, a lot of film was important to me, but I loved this French director, very famous, which is Robert Bresson. And I was on the last film called L'Argent, Money. I was on the shooting. And I was a young guy who was fascinated by this guy, which was like 80 years old at the moment. And I had a character, a small character. But when we were shooting for the first time, he decided to get me out because I was too thin. I was like a twig. So he did not too thin. So I was like, so, and to please me, he did a close-up on my hands. I was like, and it is in the film, so that I'm so proud of it, you cannot imagine. But I was like this, shivering because I was so afraid. And we did like 40 takes because the guy was crazy. And he was behind the camera. And so to see him work, that was for me amazing. And that helped me a lot. Really.
That's a cool story. And you, Nadia?
It's just, I remember I started watching movies quite late, and I watched, at 18 I watched Breaking the Waves of Lars von Trier. And I remember I thought like I got emotional with a movie for the first time that much, and I realized how movies can change your point of view. Also the fact that it was a dramatic movie and I was in tears all night, but it's also a movie that gives hope and joy and gives to believe in love. And so yeah, I think, and Emily Watson was a revelation for me. Her way to believe broke my heart. So
Thank you guys. Enjoy San
Thank you.
Sebastián and have a nice screen tonight.
Gracias.
thank you.
Seguimos hablando de la Isla Roja, una película que se estrena en España el 20 de octubre y volvemos ahora con otro protagonista que nos queda muy cerca. Seguimos en kinótico.es, la primera con K, la segunda con C. Hasta pronto.